Tonight, and we are going to be launching not just a nice, not just an interesting, not just a beautiful bracelet, but a magnificent piece of artwork. What Colleen has done, and we want to say hello to her. She is a little under the weather tonight, so Lamar and I have jumped in to take over for just a couple of hours as she has produced a beautiful bracelet. It is one of the hottest designs going on today. We all love our bangles. We love to layer. That look has never been more popular than ever. And then what she did, because she's so exquisite at picking gemstones, is she picked some of the most exotic and rare gemstones in the world to create our today's special. Now, as a jewelry host here at HSN, and I also did it at QVC for many years, I've seen lots and lots of jewelry. I've never seen anything that matches the quality of the stones, the quality of the construction, and more importantly, the price. This is what is amazing. It is all precious metal, so sterling silver. She's got a beautiful closure that is absolutely easy to take this on and off, and yet very secure. And then she gave you 4 amazing choices. Now, Mark, if you do me a favor, I want you to go in super, super, super tight if you can, and I will attempt to hold my hand still. First off, we have Kingman turquoise. Yes, that's the real deal. If turquoise could grow up to be a really beautiful turquoise, it is a Kingman. It's either a Sleeping Beauty or Kingman. Kingman's one of the most precious, one of the most desirable turquoise in the world. That is your first option. The second option is called our multi-tourmaline. How gorgeous is that? Colleen did a multi-tourmaline a couple of months ago, and it completely sold out in a completely different version of a jewelry piece. And she decided to come back with this very popular multi-tourmaline and do it in our bracelet. Now the next one, and you know what, guys, we're gonna have to fiddle with the lighting a little bit on this. I'll try to figure out how we can get this absolutely to show off the fire, but I have rarely seen opals that have this much color change and fire than you're looking at. Very expensive opals, which are fabulous. And then she even went a step further and did tourmaline, but she picked some of the most saturated tourmaline that she has ever seen in her life to do the tourmaline version. All you have to decide is what size do you need tonight. We have small that's gonna fit a 6 1/4 inch. We have medium that's 6 3/4 of an inch, and we have large, which is 7 1/2 inches. And it's so exciting and it's so beautiful to note we have 5 flex pays on all jewelry today. It's $28 to get some of the rarest stones you've ever seen in your life, home and on your wrist and gleaming and gorgeous. Now, we'll mention we do have matching earrings in both the 1 inch size and the 1 1/4 inch hoop, and we have all the choices in those as well. But now we're gonna get Lamar Scott, who is not only a certified GIA specialist, but he is a stylist and a jewelry phenomenon in his own right. Hello, darling.
Thank you so much.
How are you?
An introduction. Oh my goodness. And hey, if you haven't met me before, that is quite the intro. Thank you very much. I am a jewelry aficionado.
You are indeed. All right, so I know I had a lot to say in that beginning, but let's break this down. First and foremost, Lamar, Jesus, jeez, when I first saw this, sorry about that, guys, I literally did a mouth open moment where I went.
Well, no, I just did the exact same thing, hand on heart. I looked at the price. I know what the estimated retail price is. I know what the HSN price is. And then I saw the Today Special price and my mouth dropped open, because if you know gemstones, look at the sheer gem presence here. But also, I want you to think about how incredibly rare, precious, special, colorful, unique each and every single one of these gemstones are. And I quickly want to say, because I want to gush over each and every single one of them. I just want to like pour my heart out over each and every one of them. But if you were born in the month of October, we have got both of your birthstones here for you tonight. We have got Opal and we have got the Tourmaline. Both of these are your birthstones for the month of October. If you were born in the month of December, we've got both of your birthstones here tonight in turquoise and Tanzanite. So this is definitely the time to shop.
And if you were born in July or any other month, I was born in July, I don't care, they're all gorgeous.
Yeah, that's true. I'm a March baby. I mean, I can think of 4 options that I want. Exactly. Okay, so can we get into it? I mean, yes. First and foremost, I just want to say, not to be dramatic, but this is historic, because this is the first Bangle bracelet Today Special from the Colleen Lopez collection.
Ever.
Ever.
Yep.
So if you know Colleen Lopez, if you shop Colleen Lopez, and I sure hope that you do, and you know the quality and the prestige of the gemstones, understand that this is the first Bangle bracelet today special that you're getting. But let's walk through the options. So on the screen, you can see Tanzanite. The saturation, Suzanne, of this Tanzanite is unmatched. This is deeper, this is richer, this is more intense than so much of the Tanzanite that we have seen before. And we all know what's happening in the wonderful world of Tanzanite. We all know what's happening. The gemstones are getting harder and harder and harder to find. And maybe you say, hey, I've heard that before. I heard that Tanzanite is becoming more and more rare. It's getting more and more depleted. But why is it still on my screen? What you see here is from a parcel that was likely picked months and months and months ago. What you can get on the market today doesn't look anything like that. The saturation, the vividity, the color, it's luscious, it's beautiful. Again, if you're a December baby, the Tanzanite is all yours.
Well, I'm going to be quite frank with you too, and I've been blessed to do a lot of jewelry shows over many, many years and spanning 2 different networks. We've had a little Tanzanite ring. These are all 6x4s, no matter what you're looking at. We've had a Tanzanite ring that had 1 maybe big stone and a couple little bloppers beside it, easily over $139. When you look at this and you see all the gemstones start on one side of the bracelet and go all the way across the front, they're all extremely large gemstones. This truly is remarkable, and all precious metal. It's 100% precious metal. This isn't costume, it's not fashion jewelry, it's not fake stuff, it's not coated and then there's some weird junk inside it. This is all sterling silver, and you have all these beautiful, exotic, very unusual stones that are highly collectible and highly hard to come by in a one-day price for a very limited amount of time. Now, I do want to show you just very quickly the matching earrings. So if you do want to go for the whole thing, we have 2 different sizes. We've got the 1 1/4 inch, and we have the 1 inch hoop. Has the same really unique closure on it that we're going to talk about in just a second, and I have them in every option. Now, what I find very interesting, though, is we have a little special something here done in the rose gold finish too, which is beautiful. So again, we'll get to those in more in depth, but if you guys love that Kingman turquoise, look at how gorgeous these Kingman hoops are. And I'll show you the smaller pair here too. So if you want to get the matching hoops to go with it, you can go ahead and order those. I have a lot less hoops than I do, of course, of the main feature. But Lamar, you know, it was really funny. Even when I was getting ready for the show, I was checking quantity. And across the board, we don't have a ton.
No, we don't. But I mean, I want that to paint a picture for you of how rare, precious, exotic, and special these gemstones are, that we don't have a ton of them. For example, let's talk about this multicolor tourmaline. This is one of the biggest trends in the jewelry industry right now. A lot of people refer to it as summer jewelry, rainbow jewelry. It is so hot because when you come into the summer, speaking of hot, it is sweltering outside.
It was 100 degrees at 7 p.m. tonight.
I burst into flames this morning. I don't even know how I'm here right now, to be honest. But it's so hot and on trend for the summer, that multicolor tourmaline. It will go with everything because it has all the colors of the rainbow. In fact, when it was first discovered, multicolored tourmaline, they thought that this gemstone had passed by a rainbow, which is how it absorbed its color, because you have every color under the sun. And if you are very patriotic, let me just say, multicolored tourmaline is the gemstone of America. Literally, it's a gemstone of the entire nation. So for example, the Kingman turquoise that you're holding, that is the gemstone for the state of Arizona. But multicolored tourmaline is the gemstone for the United States of America all together. So it's very, very pretty. It's gonna go with everything. It has those rainbow hues that you're gonna love during the sweltering hot summer.
Well, you know what I love about it too is we transition to all those fall colors, like think cinnamon,
oh,
think
that's
rust,
right,
think all those beautiful rich colors. So you can see you have this really beautiful, beautiful burnt orange color. You've got the great deep, deep red. Look at that gorgeous green. You've got the lighter pink, which is pretty, and you've got the white. So you've got such a pretty rainbow that really will morph morph as we go from season to season. So while, yes, it will look beautiful with beautiful taupes and whites and things like that right now, think when you go into all those fall, richer tones, it's gonna work beautifully in those darker holiday colors that are so beautiful. Now, let me give you an update. You all are loving the Kingman turquoise. I got it, I understand. I have done a lot of shows with Jay and everybody else. We featured a lot of turquoise. I want you to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 stones going across the front of that beautiful bangle. That is all Kingman. Now, you and I both know you could get a ring that has a single little stone that size on it, and you with some sterling silver and spend over $139. That's easy for Kingman turquoise.
True.
Or you get the entire bracelet. Now, something else that I love, Colleen had done this clasp on an earring, and you who follow Colleen and you love her jewelry, you guys raved about it. You could not stop talking about how awesome the clasp was on the earring. So what she did to elevate this and make it very easy to take on and off is now she has that same locking clasp here. And look what happens. You press down, it opens up beautifully. When you go to close it, you're gonna feel this great little snap. There it is, that's the snap, and it's now locked into place. So you don't have to ask anybody for help. You don't have to have an extra tool or an extra set of hands to put this bracelet on. You literally can take it on and off by yourself. And that, Lamar, was not only what Colleen does so well, she listens to you guys, and she said, oh, wait a minute, let's transfer this onto the bracelet and make it as easy as it is to keep the hoops on.
How can we make it better for you? How can we make it more comfortable for you? How can we make it easier for you? That's the beauty of this bracelet, is that it's not only incredibly easy to get on and off, but it's more secure. When you make any investment in jewelry, whether it's custom jewelry or otherwise, you want to ensure that it's not going anywhere. And then when we're talking about precious gemstones, of course you want to make sure that it's not going to fall off of the wrist. By the way, I really want to go through the sizing here, because I think that a lot of people probably want to know, like, what size do I get? And there's not a dramatic difference in the number of inches between sizes. You could probably go for any one of these, but can we walk through that?
Sure, I can do it again, it's no problem. The small is fitting a 6 1/4, the medium is 6 3/4, and the large is 7 1/4. Now, here's what I'm gonna do. Mark, who I think is my director right now, I am believing it. Mark's like, you are so not gonna hold still. I literally, I must have been Italian in a past life. I will talk with my hands all the time.
Talk with your hands.
Oh, I always do. But I'm gonna hold really still. And if you got Angela and everybody, tell me when we nail this perfectly, because we need to have a giant opal moment. Again, I've seen a million opals. Lamar, you've seen a million opals.
Absolutely.
Most of them are cloudy, ugly, and boring.
But can I tell you, even without focus, even without finding the perfect shot, even under these lights, these opals are performing. They're showing opalescence. That is the #1 quality characteristic that we look for in our opals. And that basically means, can you see the colors of the rainbow? I see green, I see pink, I see red, I see blue. Yeah.
Look at the orange.
The orange. And you know, pinks and reds are one of the most rare colors to see in an opal. So the fact that you can see them here, imagine when you get it home. Imagine when it hits your doorstep and you open that box, the satisfaction, the majesty of seeing something so kaleidoscopic, so cosmic. It's oftentimes referred to as galactic because of all of the beautiful, vivid, luscious colors. These opals are unmatched.
Stunning.
They're stunning.
They're so stunning, I'm telling you too. And if you're an October baby and someone goes, oh, I'm gonna give you opals, and they're like, no, please don't, because they've seen all the bad, or they've got the bad opals that are really cloudy and have no fire in them. Trust me, they will flip if you get them this as a birthday gift for them. All right, now we gotta give a little Tanzanite love, because Tanzanite has now jumped into the lead on this race of which bracelet are you going to get before it's sold out, all right? And I'm gonna start giving you some sizing updates here in just a minute, because please remember, these are so special and they're so very different. than anything we've ever done on the air. And again, I have been blessed, Lamar, you know that I've been doing this job for a very long time, over 2 different networks. I have never seen stone presence, colors, richness, saturation like these. And this is a perfect example. And Colleen spent a lot of time. She wanted to get a very saturated Tanzanite. Tanzanite, I find, is one of the most collectible exotic stones out there. You fall in love with that purpley blue haze, or that hue of it, that sparkle that only Tanzanite has. It's found in one place in the entire world. It's usually wildly expensive. I mean, crazy expensive. And these are massively big stones. They're not little seed beads or specks that you can barely see. They're substantial, 6 by 4 millimeters per stone in this beautiful oval cut in a more saturated Tanzanite than Colleen has ever done before. Look at that, even look at it from the side. Look at how you can see that vivid color from a side view.
Well, honestly, I was just looking at my sample over here, and I was like, oh my goodness, I can see the purples, I can see the flashes of pinks, I can see the deep inky blues. Remember, because this is a gemstone that from different angles you see different colors. So as you wear it and as it moves and as it bends and wraps around your wrist, you're gonna say, oh my goodness, did I just see magenta? Did I just see cobalt blue? Did I just see lavender purple? Absolutely, and your eyes do not deceive you. That is the wonder and majesty of this gemstone, Tanzanite.
And you said this earlier, when you get it at home, it's so much better. I mean, I think our crew is doing a phenomenal job at shooting these, but they're so much richer, there's so much more fire, there's so much more sparkle. Like, you can tell my head's about to explode.
Well,
you burned up earlier, I'm about to burn up right now.
Spontaneous combustion.
We'll both just disappear, right? But guys, I'm not kidding you. You were right, Lamar. When you open the box, you first off, you'll be so excited because the HSN box arrives, the bags arrive, the box, the bag, however it comes to you, right? And then you go, it's here, it's here. And then you're gonna cut open the packaging, then you're gonna pull out the box itself, then you're gonna open it up, and if your mouth doesn't drop all the way to the ground, and you have a little bit of drool coming out, I will be shocked. Please send it back. I'm gonna tell you, when you get this at home, in person, it is probably at least 5 times better than we're able to pull off on the air. At least that much better.
Well, I always say studio lights are very, very good at making us as hosts look very, very good, but not always great at making the jewelry look good because it tends to wash them out. But even under the harsh, intense, bright white studio lights, you can see how vivid and luscious these colors are.
Amazing.
In that multicolored tourmaline, this is such a rare gemstone. And I mean, Colleen introduced this a few months ago, and I remember it just went flying. And maybe it was because everyone was shopping for the summer. Summer is still upon us. Get that multicolored tourmaline, that beautiful rainbow hue, and enjoy all of those fun, fresh, vivid colors during the summer months. Where else can you find a Bangle bracelet that has that cornucopia of colors?
And you get it for such a good price. Like, I love our flex pay tonight. In fact, all day today for 24 hours, all of our jewelry has 5 flex pays. Let me explain it. You have a major credit card, you can use flex pay. It's very easy. You spend $28 to get a bracelet that becomes an heirloom piece in your closet. Your daughters are gonna try to fight for it when you're dead. The granddaughters are gonna want it too. This is one of those pieces that you put on your wrist and you just can't help just admiring it and loving it. Now, I have 2 updates for you. So Angela, give me that again if you will. Okay, in the multi-tourmaline in small. You ready for this one?
Oh, tell me.
You're gonna die.
I'm not sure I'm ready, but tell me.
There's 150 left in the small for the rest of the entire day.
Wow.
We're at airing number 1 right now, okay? Airing number 1, 150 left. Now, give me I think you said there was another one that was limited. Oh, geez, oh, Pete, the turquoise. Remember, this is Kingman turquoise. This is what all turquoise would like to grow up to be someday.
Yes.
The Kingman turquoise, I have 225 left in the small for the rest of the day. So here's my best advice. I love doing midnight, and I was very honored to sit in for Colleen. She's hard. This is hard shoes to fill. But I was really pleased that I got to do this show tonight because It is the epitome of what she looks for in jewelry, and it's why she has such an incredible, huge reputation. She makes beautiful jewelry, she makes beautiful decisions on what to bring you. She doesn't want to disappoint, and she always goes that next level to make sure you're thrilled with what you're getting. This is one of those pieces. It's an opportunity that is as rare as Haley's Comet. I'm telling you, I have done this forever. I have never seen us do a bracelet offer with this variety, these large of stones, this choice ability, and this kind of quality ever. Now, Lamar, let's take it to another level because she really thought through this. Even the prongs have been specially made for these pieces.
Yes.
Now let's talk about that too, because that's very important.
Yes. Well, also, I was just going to say, so you took the words, you plucked them right out of my brain. Each and every single one of these is actually in genuine sterling silver with a rhodium plate. So if you have a white gold ring, and look at how beautiful that is on the wrist when you flip it around, even the underside. Look at the polish of that. It looks like platinum. It looks like white gold. This is genuine stamped 0.925 sterling silver, and then it has a rhodium finish. Rhodium is part of the platinum family, the most luxurious, the most expensive, let me say that again, the most expensive precious metal of all time. All white gold is rhodium finish to give it that extra shine and polish. Each and every single one of these is going to have that. But to your point, is these prongs, each one of them is nestling, is housing perfectly that 6x4 millimeter oval, by the way, because I know that you love oval at home. I know, and especially in colored gemstones, I know that you love oval-shaped gemstones. So each one of those prongs is housing that beautiful 6x4 millimeter oval-shaped precious gemstone.
And also what she did, which is so clever, is she rounded the prongs so they don't catch on your sweaters.
Exactly.
I thought, girl, that is Colleen Lopez in a encapsulated. She's like, oh, it's got to be beautiful. It's got to be the best of the best. I'm only going to do exotic stones. I'm going to make it a wow deal. Dang it, we're going to give a good price. Then she says, but it better not catch my mittens and my sweaters.
But you know what she always says when we host jewelry shows together, Colleen always says, I have to make sure that it's Colleen proof, because she wants to make sure that if she's rough on her jewelry or if it snags into something, that it's not going to compromise either her clothes or the jewelry. And so this is Colleen proof through and through. The closure is secure.
I love the
gemstones are rare and exotic. I'm obsessed with this closure.
Well, and what's so nice is you guys have seen me. I can literally pop this off with one hand.
That's right.
And watch, you put it back on. Literally, you don't need two hands. You don't have to ask for assistance. It just, and you'll hear it snap in. And that baby's on there. It's very secure.
Yes.
Now, here's another thing. Bangles is a great look. I love layering. You know what I hate about bangles is they roll around on your wrist too much. It really, honestly drives me crazy. Notice this is an oval. Why did she do an oval? Because she wants all the stones to stay on the upper part of your arm as opposed to rotating down below. That is a smart, brilliant design right there, because it won't spin when you're wearing it on your wrist. And that's another important, very significant, by the way, design element that she included in her bracelet. All right, guys, we have to wrap it up. Here we go. If you want the turquoise or the tanzanite, okay? If you want either one of those in small, which again is 6 1/4, medium 6 3/4, and your large is 7 1/4, these two are well under 200 each. I think one of them is even less than that. I can't remember.
The December birthdays again, don't forget.
The multi only has 130 left in small. Okay, now remember, Lamar and I have one more airing of this next hour. So because I love midnight so much, I always say, because Lamar will be here all day, this is not going to be here all day at this point.
Absolutely not.
You're not going to have all the options. And this show repeats